Welcome back, everybody. This is Nina. Like, share, and subscribe. Thank you to everybody that's been coming, Love Nation. We are definitely growing this channel. Like this video, share this video, and hit that notification bell so you know when I drop my next video. Now we are going to talk about something that has been building controversy on social media. So I'm just going to run through the story, and I definitely want to know, what do you guys think about this? So Rihanna is getting a lot of backlash for including Johnny Depp into her Fenty Show. Now everybody know when November, December come around, it is time to see Rihanna do her thing with her annual Fenty Show, which is literally watched by millions. She literally entertains us as well as show us her new collection, and just seeing the celebrities participate, the different musicians that show up, as well as her collection. She has really innovated the show and made it very unique for everybody. Now, this is where the controversy comes in. Today is being reported that Johnny Depp is being included in a segment, a very specific personal segment, especially designed, I guess, for him so he can shine. Now, this has actually been, um, people been talking about this, and I'm just going to add my 2 cents. My thoughts on this: I thought the evidence that came out with the Amber Heard Johnny Depp trial basically showed that Johnny Depp was literally the one being ping ponged at home with Amber Heard, even though they were both found to have to owe each other money. Johnny Depp having to pay about $2 million, Amber Heard owing about 10.5, which leaves Amber Heard having to pay him about $7-8 million. Now, while we have all sat through that trial earlier this year, and I have made previous videos concerning it, if you guys go back through my playlist from around April, you guys will see I did do several videos about that. In fact, some of the longest videos I've ever done, because I did stream part of the trial. So in talking about this, I am going to say I think that everything that needed to come out at that trial, be it was good or not, was said, spoken, and shown. And it definitely showed that, Amber Heard was definitely putting her paws on him. Now, gathering all this information and coming back around to what is currently going on. Some people are still saying that Amber Heard was, the person that should have won, and Johnny Depp should be labeled and still outcasted completely from Hollywood and doing functions like this. While I am actually going to just personally say I do not agree with that, I definitely think that everything that needed to come out at this trial was definitely presented, and I think everything really did work in Johnny's favor. I definitely want to know what you guys think about this. Now, in hearing that, there's been off and on talk about Johnny Depp reprising his role as Jack Sparrow, which has gained momentum, like even while the trial was going on. There has been in and out talks about him, um, rejoining it, either to do like the part 6 or 7 or make a cameo. There has been talk about this. Disney has not completely shut the door, even though Johnny Depp did say he would not do it for $300 million and like 1,000 alpacas. So while this might be true, we will definitely say that money talks. And people have always loved Johnny. He's really grown up with us. Especially if you guys remember, his first movie was Nightmare on Elm Street Part 1. That came out back in 1984. Just for all of you long-term Johnny Depp fans. Now, people are also speaking about things that Rihanna has gone through herself, primarily with Chris Brown. At this point, I think that they have moved past it. I think Chris Brown's image has suffered because of it. And I do not think that these past allegations need to be keep being kicked up every 2 seconds if Rihanna and Chris Brown are not discussing it. At this point, I just don't think that we need to keep rehashing something, even though what happened to her was just very horrific. We all saw the videos, and I'm not going to repost that into this video. If you guys want to see it, then you're free to Google it. However, I'm not going to put that horrific picture on this channel. But even with what happened with Chris Brown and Rihanna, they both have moved past it at this point. And I think that Johnny Depp's trial really did exonerate him, and him being clearly at fault with all the things that Amber Heard accused him of. If you guys want, you guys can go back and look at those videos. Like I said, several YouTubers were covering it. I was covering it. So, I mean, I'm just going to say I really think that we just need to let that story rest. Nothing else has actually came out after that. No other accusers. No other evidence. So, honestly, I think that Johnny Depp should be given a chance to work. I think that he's proved himself. I think that he has continued to stay out of trouble, meaning nobody else has come forward with anything saying some of the things that Amber Heard has said. And I think Johnny Depp actually does deserve to work. Amber Heard, on the other hand, literally has no other projects coming out. I believe that she was dropped from her management and she has moved to Europe. And she has no upcoming projects coming out. In fact, the only projects that are actually coming out, from what I know, you guys can correct me in the comments below if this is not true, but the only things coming out with Amber Heard is things that she had already shot before the trial, such as Aquaman, and I think that she was in like the remake of The Stand, the Stephen King short-term series. I don't even know if that actually aired or not. I actually personally prefer the original Stand, and I don't even want to watch this remake because I thought the original was decent and did not need to be remade. So, do you guys think that Johnny Depp still has not paid a debt to society, like he should not be in this show? Rihanna is definitely supporting him on all levels. I think that she's doing this as an act of kindness, and the fact that Johnny Depp does sell. Johnny Depp, I believe, is still profitable, and he has a huge fan base. I do not think that Rihanna would have just put him in the show if she had any suspicions that anything else literally could come out of this besides what we literally sat through and saw for several weeks back in like April and May. Like, I don't think anything else can come out that will preclude Johnny Depp from being able to work. Now, I will say that even though a lot of people have been talking about this online, I do think a lot of people have been positive. There's been a number of, negative comments, most of which I do not even think that should be tolerated, like people saying, like, they wishing bad things about Rihanna, which I do not think is right to make things so personal. And the same thing with Johnny Depp. I don't think that people are actually looking at these things holistically. And I think some people are just typing things just to be mean. And they might not have even watched the whole trial. I literally watched that trial every day, okay? From front to back to end. I've seen all of the details. I've actually read the transcripts too. So I'm definitely going to say I support Johnny Depp being in his fashion show. And, I'm glad that he's working. I'm glad he's doing his thing. And I applaud Rihanna for supporting him. I don't see anything wrong with her supporting him. It's her money. It's her show. I feel like she definitely vetted the situation before announcing it. And, I'm just going to let it lay where it lay. I think a lot of people that are concerned, I think they will actually tune in now just for curiosity. Not just for Rihanna, but what is this special segment for Johnny Depp? So, you guys, tell me what you think about this developing story. Like, share, and subscribe. Until next time, you guys, be safe and enjoy your day. Bye, guys.